Today at Morningside, we're more than 500 members strong and growing. We share. We celebrate births and baptisms. We mourn and grieve. We nurture and teach. We give to our community. And we strive to run the race that is set before us.
Morningside is worship for the whole family.
To me, Morningside means friendship.
Morningside is a place for service,
outreach,
love. Morningsiders are very loving.
Morningside is about mission,
music,
fellowship,
fun.
Morningside is education to me.
supportive,
Learning,
growth,
active.
We are vibrant people.
Morningside is a very thoughtful community.
Stimulating.
nurturing,
dynamic.
Morningside is diverse like our community and our city.
We call it Meals for Moms. And I feel like when you're down in the weeds taking care of a new baby or little children, toddlers already at home, and bring in a new infant, it's extremely difficult to get dinner on the table. And the chaos that comes between what we moms call the witching hours, between 5 and 7. So if you know that somebody from the church, it's welcoming to see this, smiling face at the door who's brought you this meal to eat. That's a huge relief to a new mom or a new dad.
Okay, Ruth.
It's been a special joy when we have gone to visit people who, for one reason or the other, aren't able to come as much as they used to. And I have to tell you about the flowers. I love the flowers, fresh flowers, anywhere. But when people give them to our church to use in a big sanctuary event or something like that, they're not wasted. They're not just for that beautiful occasion. A group of volunteers from the Flower Guild will break down these big arrangements into small bouquets that can be sent out to members who can really use cheering up.
We were the Druid Hills Night Shelter. About a year and a half ago, we became Journey to Self-Sufficiency. We would like to think that when they leave us, hopefully they'll have the tools to end their homelessness, as opposed to jumping from shelter to shelter.
Yeah, a lot of them are working as they're in the shelter so that they can continue to build whatever savings they can so that they can build a little bit of a nest egg to then move out on their own.
Well, we basically ask folks to do a meal. You don't think a lot goes on in an hour and a half, but it does. A lot of community building goes on in that short of time. You get to know the guys. We've had three folks join this church because they were residents at our shelter.
I have pictures from Christmas of last year when the children's choir sang and their parents did the meal.
I've seen some big guys, with tears in their eyes and get real emotional about it. And they like it when they come. I think having the community support is vital. Not only do the guys get transformed by the fact that you all come, people that come are often, their lives are often transformed as well.
Yeah.
Because they see a ministry at work that is hands-on.
I got involved with Liberia through Mercer because Mercer was going to send some students. Liberia has so many warm and wonderful people who need so much. We go primarily to work in a school. They educate the leaders in the country and the future leaders. There are very few retail businesses because things were so destroyed in the war. Death is a constant. Disease is a constant. I think it changes how you look at things forever. Morningside has made this so much better. The financial help was really nice, and it really made a difference for me personally in how I felt about everything. But it also enabled us to take materials, teach our Liberian teachers how to use them, and leave them there with that.
Morningside Presbyterian has been very committed to mission needs outside of Metro Atlanta. It's one thing to put on your suit, come to church each Sunday, go home and live your life, but to take the messages that we hear take them out into the real world and apply them. It's manifested in the dirt, in the sweat, in the scrapes, in the cuts that come along with demoing a flooded home, or hanging drywall, or roofing, or simply just cleaning up debris. That's where the Holy Spirit is flowing through, and that's what a church should do, and that's what a church should be.
And joined to Christ's ministry of love, peace, and justice, let us remember with joy our own baptism.
One of the things I hear over and over again from Morningside members is that the first time you walked in the doors of this place, you felt something. And there is a feeling, a palpable feeling, and I believe that feeling comes from the commitment that we have to each other here at Morningside.
And you have made them an extraordinary promise. You have told them that in what you say and in what you do, you will show them what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ.
When we commit to what makes Morningside Morningside, it makes a difference. Our commitment to welcome shows. And our commitment to our children to walk alongside them as they mature in faith, that shows too. And when we commit generously to support the mission of this congregation to ourselves and to others, that shows. There's not one thing about this church that doesn't happen because of the commitment of our members. And I promise you, it shows.
But in mission camp, you actually do the stuff.
During this season of commitment, please make a difference. Please be prayerful, thoughtful, and generous in committing your money, time, and talent to serve our church, our community, and our world. It is through the time and care of ordinary people that we can do extraordinary things.